It seems like way more people than normal were actually tuning in to the women's national championship game for the NCAA tournament between LSU and Iowa. There were a couple good stories between Iowa making a run, beating South Carolina, Caitlin Clarke, best player in the country. And of course, on the LSU side, Kim Mulkey, moving from Baylor to LSU, makes the title game. And LSU dominated. They were dominant this entire game. But what Angel Reese did at the end is what everyone was talking about. And Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports quickly found out that if you say something bad about someone and they happen to be black, you will immediately get labeled a racist by so many people. And that's what happened when he criticized Angel Reese for her actions after the game. Dave Portnoy retweets this SportsCenter clip, "classless piece of shit." Now, keep in mind, Dave Portnoy did have money on Iowa, so that might have affected why he was so upset about some of this. But this is the clip that was going around. Everybody loved that Angel Reese was trolling, taunting her opponent at the end of the game.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Now, this is her doing the "you can't see me at the free throw line," right? This is at the free throw line, when the game was clearly out of reach. That's not where it ended, okay? That is not where it ended. What a lot of people are trying to say is, oh, look, when Caitlin Clarke did this, you didn't say anything about it. Well, it's because it was about a 1-second gesture that wasn't even in anybody's face. It was just directed as she was walking back to her team at the end of a game, close to an end of a game. As Dave Portnoy points out, but they did the same thing, brain dead people. There is a little bit of a difference in these players. Watch this. Caitlin Clarke does it real quick, and that was it. This is Angel Reese. This is as time is expiring. Look at her following her around the court as the last seconds are ticking off. You can't see me in your face, pointing your finger, ring, literally following Caitlin Clarke all around the court. There is a big difference in what these people did. Listen, trash talk is trash talk. We've seen Baker Mayfield plant a flag in the middle of the field. We saw Baker Mayfield talk shit. We've seen college athletes do these things. These are freaking 21, 22-year-old people. Not a big deal. However, the idea that you're not allowed to criticize what Angel Reese did is a little bit laughable. These things are not the same, right? Following someone around and taunting them after you've beaten them, by 15 points or whatever. Yeah, you're allowed to call that classless. That shouldn't be a problem. And he's getting called a racist simply for doing that. Now, let's look at some of these reactions. Wait, I'm chasing relevancy from you when you tag me in a tweet calling me racist? I don't mean this disrespectfully, but you're a nobody. I can't gain relevance from interacting with someone like you. Of course, Marcus Stroman responds after someone tags Dave Portnoy and calls him a proud boy. Marcus Stroman says Caitlin Clarke with the same exact energy. What's the difference? Of course, Marcus Stroman called Dave Portnoy a racist not that long ago. They got into a Twitter fight. You have this person responding, a white man calling a black woman a piece of shit for doing the same thing a white woman did is rooted in race. If you don't see that, that's on you. I'd agree if Clarke did exactly what Reese did and I went after Reese and not Clarke. But they didn't do remotely the same thing. And if you can't see, then race is clouding your perspective, not mine. And this is what Angel Reese said after the game. All I was critiqued about who I was. I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. When other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. This was for people that look like me. But clearly, Angel Reese is bringing race into this entire thing. That's weird how that works, just openly admitting that. And it even gets crazier. The anger that was towards Caitlin Clarke over some disrespect, some fabricated disrespect was nuts. Dave Portnoy, just to clarify, Angel thinks not defending the three-point line versus South Carolina was disrespectful. This is after the game with Angel Reese.
Were you sitting on the...
Oh, I was waiting.
How long were you sitting on the...
I tell you, I was waiting. Me?
At what point were you waiting to pull out this? Kind of the Caitlin Clarke...
All these women calculate, say, how long were you waiting to pull out that taunt that you were going to do?
Caitlin Clarke is a hell of a
incredible
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. But y'all not going to disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment.
So you disrespected South Carolina. Keep in mind, this is what happened. Caitlin Clarke did not defend someone who's a terrible three-point shooter at the three-point line and did this. That was it. Was playing defense and just kind of waved off. That was the disrespecting of South Carolina. That's why you need to get taunted at the end of the game. And even this, I find it very disrespectful, so I'm going to take it personally going into the game. LSU guard Alex Morris wasn't a fan of how Caitlin Clarke guarded South Carolina. This is now what everyone's talking about. Instead of, what actually happened during the game. Everyone's talking about Angel Reese taunting Caitlin Clarke and whether it was classless or not. Again, you can taunt people, you can trash talk, you can do that. It's fair. You can also criticize that. And to pretend like these two things are the same, to pretend like what one person did versus what another person did is the same is fucking laughable. As she's following her around the court at the end of the game to taunt her after they won. But of course, if you say anything, if you criticize in any way, you get labeled a racist, which Dave Portnoy found out very quickly. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.